Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed, and don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
You've been quiet.
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Aha! Now you know what it's like to have a voice in your head.
You know, I don't care for it. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans, ancients. You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
I'd like for you to get the answers you're looking for.
Me too. I know some people in Orzammar. I'll reach out. If I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
I know Darkspawn. I'll help. No time to waste. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Raining again.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
All treasure later.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop? Got it!
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Ah, yes. There's definitely blight down here. Don't like the sound of that. That did it. We can get through now.
I got light on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats, so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them behind you! Let them run for reinforcements!
Reinforcements! We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori. We have to take up the leader.
Darkspawn will not stop until we get rid of their blight queens.
We need to find the other boil.
Lucky shot. Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I... No, and I don't like it. Darkspawn usually hate all life. At least that seems to be the last of them.
You sure?
Wouldn't be a warden if I wasn't.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here. Nice work. I'll get the door.
Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
The Venatori did something to the Darkspawn, and we need to find out what.
You know Darkspawn better than me.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
How about a painting? A portrait?
Trinkets, all handmade.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we're close. More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Got through that.
Ready when you are.
Got you covered.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Locked. There has to be. Someone's mad about their fellow Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open.
Let's in both drafts and people. Yes?
Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
This cannot be.
Someone. All the Venatori guarding the place.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up. summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
I feel a blessing!
Not in my city.
That's all of the Darkspawn in Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps?
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elgarnon and Gillinane, like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
I think we've only scratched the surface. It will get worse.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do, and we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatory backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Who are you, and can we trust you?
Look at that. There are bounds to my infamy after all. Refreshing.
Rook's been working with us. Mayvarus is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvarus Talani, formerly Magister Mayvarus Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped for me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we can actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
That warehouse the Venatori were in. Traders used it before. I remember Ferelden first... sword waist high 5 years back.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Tarquin?
Gallus. I know I said we couldn't trust you, but I'm still grateful you helped us when you did.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them.
They're telling us to watch out for Darkspawn.
Will we get any help from the trade? But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
If believing that makes you feel safer, sure. Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. See you again.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Ben.
This is costing us!
Don't cross a crow.
Please, go on.
Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
honest hell dance act astounds audience.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
Many lives would have been lost if not for my recklessness.
You destroyed a building.
To seal off a darkspawn tunnel to the surface.
In defiance of orders.
Those orders were wrong, sir.
Your report, Junior Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solus from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solus?
No, sir. Solus opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god, Fen'Harel, the Dread Wolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elgernon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil, they're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
We don't have time to play Who's the Greyest Warden. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons?
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
The First Warden's a problem. If he won't help, I need him to stay out of my way.
I'm sure he'll show up again. Like an ulcer. For now, pay him no mind. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Time to get to business! Go!
So, I'm not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Why does everyone call him the Viper?
Drama. He's a symbol. Slavers aren't going to shiver in their boots about Asher. Viper. Shadow.
A candle hop.
Names like that.
They carry messages through the city.
You had me followed. Inquired about me.
I needed to be sure.
That Venator... Rook.
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not...
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
What do spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
The deeper currents.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, That's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
That depends. Am I just talking to Lace Harding, or...
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay, let's see who's in our corner.
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.